If you want to dribble like a Brazilian, I recommend watching this full video. You'll learn not just the skills, but the mindset and unique approach that makes Brazilian players stand out. Without wasting your time, let's see how you can dribble like a Brazilian. The first thing you need to understand is that dribbling for Brazilians isn't just a skill, it's an expression. In Brazil, football isn't just a sport, it's a way of life. Most Brazilian players grow up playing in the streets or on sandy beaches. These environments force them to develop incredible ball control and creativity. They play in small spaces where quick reflexes, tight dribbling, and improvisation are essential. When you're playing in the streets, you can't rely on strict tactics or a coach telling you what to do. It's all about using your instincts, reading the game, and reacting in the moment. This is where Brazilian players learn to improvise and build confidence with the ball. They enjoy the game 100%. They don't see it as work, they see it as play. That joy and freedom allow their creativity to flourish. To dribble like a Brazilian, you need to bring joy and passion to your practice. Play like nobody's watching. Enjoy every touch of the ball. Don't treat it like work. Treat it like play. Street football is where Brazilian players develop their flair. Here, there are no referees or strict tactics, so players are free to try outrageous moves and take risks. It's not about playing safe, it's about showing off your creativity and having fun while doing it. The more you embrace this mindset, the more natural your dribbling will become. Playing in these free, uninhibited conditions helps players develop skills that they can carry into any game, no matter the level. To replicate this, try playing in unconventional spaces. Grab a ball, head to a small park, a backyard, or even a parking lot, and create a small-sided game. The tighter the space, the better. It will force you to make faster decisions and improve your close control naturally. This helps you develop the ability to make quick turns and keep the ball close under pressure, which is a key feature of Brazilian dribbling. Another tip is to impose restrictions during your games, like you can't pass the ball unless you've dribbled past an opponent, or every move you make must involve a fake or a trick. These street rules will push you to be more daring and inventive with the ball. They also create a more challenging environment, helping you hone your ability to adapt and outsmart defenders in tight spaces. Have you ever noticed how Brazilian players seem to have a music, samba, funk, or even local beats? This cultural element teaches them how to use their body to match the rhythm of the game, and it shows in their dribbling. Dribbling with rhythm makes your movement smoother and more natural. To develop this, try practicing your dribbling while listening to music with a steady beat. Let the music guide your steps and touches. Over time, this will help you move more fluidly and instinctively with the ball. Just like how musicians develop rhythm, footballers can do the same by integrating rhythm into their dribbling. This might seem like a small thing, but it can make a huge difference in the way you feel and move on the field. Brazilian players don't just dribble, they own the moment. Confidence is a huge part of their game. Even when they're up against stronger or faster opponents, they believe they can win the duel. This confidence comes from playing in the streets, where they're often faced with more physically dominant opponents, but still find ways to win with their flair and skill. Brazilians are also incredibly adaptable. One of the reasons they stand out is their ability to adjust to any situation. Whether they're playing in a street tournament or on the world's biggest stages, they adjust their style to fit the game. This comes from years of playing in unpredictable environments. Street football often means adapting to poor conditions, whether it's a bumpy field or limited space. These challenges help Brazilian players think on their feet and stay flexible, always looking for the best way to approach each situation. To train adaptability, challenge yourself in different conditions. Play on grass, concrete, sand, or even indoors. Try dribbling with a smaller or heavier ball. These challenges will make you more versatile and prepared for anything on the pitch. Playing in different environments forces you to adapt your style, just like Brazilian players do when they move from the streets to the professional stage. Brazilian players often grow up idolizing legends like Pelé, Garrincha, Ronaldinho, and Neymar. Watching these players isn't just for entertainment, it's a form of education. When you watch a Brazilian player dribble, pay attention to their body language, how they position themselves against defenders, and the timing of their moves. Then, head to the pitch and try to imitate what you've seen. Over time, you'll develop your own unique style inspired by the greats. Studying players like these allows you to break down the key elements of Brazilian dribbling and incorporate them into your own game. Feinting is one of the most iconic skills used by Brazilian dribblers to break down defenders. By pretending to move in one direction and then quickly shifting to the other, Brazilian players use feints to create space and leave defenders off balance. They don't just feint to confuse, they feint to take control of the situation and dictate the tempo of the game. Feinting allows them to play at their pace, not letting the defender control the rhythm. To feint effectively, you need to have a strong understanding of timing. A feint should be executed just as the defender is closing in on you, causing them to react and commit to one direction. When you use the feint at the right moment, you're not just fooling the defender, you're creating a situation where you have the advantage. While feinting can seem simple, it's not always about the move itself. It's about how you sell the feint, making it convincing enough for the defender to believe you're going in one direction. This is where the Brazilian flair comes in. They use their body language, eyes, and shoulders to make the feint look natural, pulling defenders in with their fake movements. Close control is one of the most essential elements of Brazilian dribbling. It's all about keeping the ball so close to your feet that you can maneuver around defenders with ease, even in tight spaces. This skill is about precision and agility, and it allows players to glide past opponents with minimal space to work with. The key to close control is having a light touch, staying balanced, and being quick with your feet, all of which Brazilian players excel at. Close control is one of the most essential elements of Brazilian dribbling. It's all about keeping the ball so close to your feet that you can maneuver around defenders with ease, even in tight spaces. This skill is about precision and agility, and it allows players to glide past opponents with minimal space to work with. The key to close control is having a light touch, staying balanced, and being quick with your feet, all of which Brazilian players excel at. A perfect example of this is Ronaldinho. His close control was almost magical. He could make the ball move exactly where he wanted it, even when surrounded by defenders. He used his body to shield the ball, while keeping it so close that defenders never had a chance to poke it away. Similarly, Neymar is another player who exhibits brilliant close control, particularly when he's dancing around defenders in tight spaces. His low center of gravity and quick footwork allow him to make sharp turns and quick adjustments without losing the ball. To master this skill, spend time practicing with small touches, making sure the ball stays close to your feet. Work on changing direction quickly while maintaining control. A great drill is to dribble through cones in a small, confined space, constantly adjusting your touch to keep the ball under control. Dribbling like a Brazilian isn't just about the moves. It's about the mindset, joy, and passion you bring to the game. It's about being creative, fearless, and having fun every time you touch the ball. Spend time practicing, learning, and most importantly, enjoying the game. Brazilian players aren't afraid to fail because they understand that failure is a part of the learning process. They approach the game with a playful attitude, which is something we can all learn from. If you've made it this far, you're already on your way to mastering the art of Brazilian dribbling. Now it's time to take these lessons to the pitch and make them your own. The most important part of this journey is enjoying the game, just like the Brazilians do. When you enjoy every touch, every trick, and every moment on the ball, you'll naturally start to play like a Brazilian.